Welcome to Water Mission's video series on the Grundfos Renewable Solar Inverter, or RSI. This video covers topics related to the Quick Setup menu, including what is the Quick Setup menu, when to use the Quick Setup menu, accessing the Quick Setup menu, and a complete guide to the Quick Setup menu. First, what is the Quick Setup menu? The Quick Setup menu allows the user to quickly change basic project parameters, including operational set points and equipment specifications. The Quick Setup menu is most often used during the RSI startup and initial programming to correct any errors made during the startup wizard, to access the RSI advanced menu, to change the frequency range at which the pump can operate, and to change the pump rotation direction. To access the Quick Setup menu, press Home, select Main Menu, and select Quick Setup menu. The Quick Setup menu includes all of the Startup Wizard parameters and more. It is recommended to enable the Advanced menu prior to going through all of the Quick Setup menu parameters because the Advanced menu includes more parameters than the Basic menu. Make sure to check out Water Mission's video on accessing the Advanced menu. Next, we will go through the entire Quick Setup menu and discuss each parameter. There are several sources of information that should be collected prior to opening the menu to be able to fully complete the Quick Setup menu. These include the pump specification sheet, the solar panel specification sheet, and the solar array configuration. If you need more information on gathering these resources, make sure to check out Water Mission's video on the Startup Wizard. You may notice from the pump specifications that multiple values are listed for several categories. The various numbers are ranges of values for the specific parameter, corresponding to the range of voltages at which the pump can operate. This is also discussed in detail in Water Mission's RSI training video on the Startup Wizard, so make sure to check out that video for more information on this topic. This video example will reference the table on the screen for the values we will enter or confirm using the Quick Setup menu. We will go through the Quick Setup menu from start to finish. This table includes all of the parameters that can be edited within the Quick Setup menu. This video will walk through each of them, but feel free to come back to this point and pause the video as needed if you need to see all of the parameters in one place. It should be noted that the values in red will typically not change between projects, but the values in blue are project specific and will change from project to project. For application, solar standard should be selected as Water Mission uses solar power whenever possible for safe water projects, and the solar maximum power point tracking feature of the Grundfos RSI is one of the primary advantages of using this particular piece of equipment. For motor type, Grundfos SP pumps are induction motors. For motor nominal voltage, we will choose 230 volts for this example since this project utilizes solar power that can boost the DC bus voltage. For motor nominal frequency, we will select 60 Hz. For motor nominal speed, we will select 3,480 RPMs. Motor nominal current will be 16.1 amps, corresponding to the rated current on the specification sheet. The term rated current is typically used for IEC type motors, whereas the term full load amps, or FLA, is often used for NEMA type motors. Remember to refer to Water Mission's video on the Startup Wizard for a more in-depth discussion of why these values are being selected from the range of values on the pump specification sheet. For current limit, simply multiply the nominal current by 1.2 and enter the value, which in our case is 19.32 amps. This is not the same as the service factor, which informs the overload protection set point. The current limit is a bit higher because it is not a thermal rating. It is a dynamic control limit to determine how much torque the drive is allowed to produce before it starts limiting the current output. Motor cause phi, or power factor, will be 0.76. For motor nominal power, some pump specification sheets provide the power in horsepower. This can be converted to kilowatts using the conversion 1 horsepower is equal to 0.746 kilowatts. For our example, we will use 3.7 kilowatts. The pump selection for this project is SP, as we are using a Grundfos SP pump. For the minimum and maximum frequency reference, Grundfos recommends 30 Hz as a minimum, and our pump is rated to 60 Hz for the maximum. But these should be seen as an initial starting point. Make sure to check out WaterMission's video on setting the minimum and maximum pump frequencies to prevent premature failure. Grundfos recommends that the acceleration time and deceleration time be set to 3 seconds for each. This limits the inrush current and ensures proper bearing lubrication to prevent unnecessary wear on the pump from operating too slowly or starting too quickly. For solar panel specifications, the PV module type should be set to Other. The solar panel maximum operating voltage, or VMPP, can be found on the panel specification sheet, which in this case is 31.4 volts. This should not be confused with the panel open circuit voltage, or VOC. The modules in series for this project is 10 modules. If you do not have the WaterMission design tool for the project available, the solar panels can be carefully counted to confirm the number of panels in series per string. If your project includes a sine wave filter, select Yes. In our case, we do not have a sine wave filter as it is not required by Grundfos for this model of RSI. WaterMission recommends accessing and maintaining access to the advanced menu to provide the most options possible for RSI performance. Make sure to check out WaterMission's video on accessing the advanced menu. For the pump rotation direction, it should not be assumed that the pump rotation direction should be forward. There are several opportunities for phases to get reversed that could lead to the pump needing to operate in the reverse setting. Care should be taken to make sure this setting is correctly chosen to prevent damage to the pump and decrease production. Make sure to check out WaterMission's video on determining the correct pump rotation direction. For this example, reverse is the correct setting. Finally, WaterMission recommends using metric for units of measurement. Pressing down again takes you back up to the top of the menu. To return to the multi-monitor, press Home and select Multi-Monitor. Thanks for watching this video on the Quick Setup menu. Make sure to check out WaterMission's other Grundfos RSI training videos.